Hi, I'm Rabbi Daniel Reifman. This week's parasha is Parashat Behar. One of the mitzvot, the commandments that we read about in this week's parasha, is the commandment of Geulat Karkaot, the redemption of ancestral property. If a Jew living in the land of Israel is required to sell his ancestral property due to financial hardship, the Torah commands his relatives to redeem the field, that is, to buy it back from the purchaser, so as to keep it in the family. This mitzvah serves as the basis for the connection between this week's parasha and the Haftarah, the portion that we read every week from the prophets. This week's Haftarah is taken from Jeremiah chapter 32 and tells of a fascinating episode in Jeremiah's personal life. God comes to the prophet Jeremiah and tells Jeremiah that his cousin Hanamel will ask him to redeem his field, which he would otherwise be forced to sell outside the family. God instructs Jeremiah to follow the legal procedure to the letter, and to be sure to store the sale document in a clay vessel so that it will last, quote, for many days. Jeremiah follows God's command, but he cannot repress his curiosity and his pessimism. Hasn't God just told Jeremiah that the Babylonians will come and destroy the temple? Why should he go ahead with the sale if the land is about to be laid desolate at the hands of the Babylonians? God's response is one of the most inspirational passages in the book of Jeremiah. God tells Jeremiah that his redemption of the field is intended precisely to serve as a symbol of God's commitment to the Jewish people, and his preservation of the sale contract is intended to reassure the Israelites that their sales and purchases, even at this difficult point in time, will have relevance when they return to the land after the years of exile. As God says, "As I have brought this terrible disaster upon this people, so I am going to bring upon them vast good fortune which I have promised them. And field shall again be purchased in this land. Field shall be purchased, and deeds written and sealed, and witnesses called in the land of Benjamin and the environs of Jerusalem and in the towns of Judah." What follows is a glorious vision of the land of Judah rejuvenated after its destruction at the hands of the Babylonians. "Thus said the Lord, again there shall be heard in this place, which you say is ruined, without man or beast, in the towns of Judah and the streets of Jerusalem that are desolate, without man, without inhabitants, without beast, the sound of mirth and gladness, the voice of bridegroom and bride, the voice of those who cry, 'Give thanks to the Lord of hosts, for the Lord is good, his kindness is everlasting. Kol sason v'kol simcha, kol chatan v'kol kala, kol omrim, hodu at Adonai tza'ot, ki tov Adonai, ki l'olam chasta.'" We often think of the commandments as a condition of the covenant between God and the Jewish people. If we are faithful to God's laws, God is faithful to us and will reward us. But if we violate those laws, God will punish us. This prophecy in Jeremiah emphasizes a different perspective. The document of sale can be seen to symbolize the law, and as long as that legal document remains, the bond between God and the Jewish people perseveres. In other words, the law is not only a condition of the covenant, it is also, maybe more fundamentally, constitutive of the covenant. That is to say, God gives us his law not only as a condition of his commitment to us, but as a symbol of that commitment. Just as God's law is everlasting, so too his commitment to the Jewish people is everlasting. And we, in return, show our commitment to God by protecting and preserving the law for all time. Even as the Jewish people go into exile, it is the legal document that symbolizes that the covenant between God and the Jewish people is eternal, and the Jewish people will eventually return to their land. Shabbat Shalom.